Have you ever noticed something very strange? When you're a kid, you see someone next to someone in class. You guys immediately become the best of friends after that. You go home together. You're always together. Like you guys are literally yin and yang. But immediately you get into your 20s, your 30s, everything just goes up. There is a reason for this, and that's what we are here to talk about. Okay? While I prep my head to go to bed, it's something I've been thinking about, quite often, and there's been a lot of research around this particular topic. You look at high school, or you look at like when you start schooling, and you see how much we are all naive and excited about life, and we have time. We have a lot of time to visit each other, play with each other. Parents encourage it, you encourage it, even if your parents see otherwise. It's like literally a thing that people are onto or really excited about. But one thing we always forget is, as you get older, you don't really naturally meet people as you would in school. Once you're in school, you get a lot of opportunities to meet people naturally. In high school, in secondary school, you're starting a club brand new, you're starting football, you're starting these different activities. But if you look into research, you see that and just natural life, you see that as you grow older, that's no longer the case. The older you get, you are in this, I would like to say, like almost like a funk, where you're no longer naive about the world. I'm sorry. You're no longer naive about the world. A lot of things have, in fact, happened to you. You're scared. You also don't meet people as naturally as you normally would, which is crazy, You meet people at the same place at work. Then you have to be careful before someone reports you or someone takes things out of context and people find offense, like with literally everything. However, a lot of research shows that the environment changes more than a person does, which is literally something that it's a good thing. As you get older, people move a lot, and people get into jobs, they move to other towns. Life happens, so some get married, just different things, and friendship become more intentional. For you to meet, for some, an angel to meet, they have to plan it, and you have to be ready to compromise. Your life is already hard, you're sad, you need to take your iron and literally go meet your friend. Which is true, it's so hard. You move countries, like I did. Winter is a long season, then there are just many other seasons, and you have to be able to be uncomfortable and go to your friend's birthday, December when it's cold, or January when it's cold and crazy, right? You have to be intentional about these relationships you're trying to make. And the truth is, honestly, if you felt that way, most of us have felt exactly the same way too. And at this stage of life, it's no more about intentions. You have to actively work towards it. One of the things that I decided to do this year, because I literally have friends and people are always like, oh my god, I know quite a bit of people. Community is so important that you cannot undersell it. You have to be able to wake up during winter and go and meet your friend and celebrate their birthdays and plan activities and try to meet them in person. I'm such an in-person. Plan sip and pen, coffee chat, work together. I I remember going to see my friend, and I'll literally leave work and I'll be in the restaurant and I'll be sleeping. It's crazy, right? But sometimes you have to do it, or not, you might not see that friend. So these are some of the things when you think about it, top of mind is like, why would I have to go through all of that? You have to be intentional. I have this note right here. My little cousins always like write notes, something. Really love that. But this only happens because I intentionally try to be in their lives. So I'm just saying sometimes you have to take the extra step, and it's really hard. Yeah, you have work, sometimes you have kids, sometimes you have 2, 3 jobs, you have bills to pay, and then you cry later that this is not happening for me. But sadly, when you grow older, even if you're in med school, while you're in med school and you're doing 20 hours of studying and everything, you have to still figure that out and still go out with your friends to just, I go out quite often with my friends to just study, and then we'll have like coffee, study, and just if I'm not even studying, I can watch a movie while I study, and then just have the time with them. It's really nice. So yeah, cheers to being an adult, cheers to adulthood. I started this hair, guys. I've literally I'm trying to be funny, but this hair, ugh man, if you do this braids, if you don't have moves and you don't have patience to take it one by one, it's just a little bit of a hellhole. But yeah, how hard has it been for you to make friends as an adult, and what are the things you've intentionally been doing since you got to your mid-20s that has helped in adulthood? And this goes the same for people in relationship. We might talk about that in another video. How do you guys meet people? Because I just feel like, especially if you can't meet a friend and then you're single at that age, Hinge is not the only option. Friends can connect you as well and things like that. But let me know. Let us know in the comments. And yeah, how hard has it been for you? How do you go through the cold, the winter, the moving? How have you been, friend? Let us know in the comments.